Hi everyone, and this is another lab. This is 4.4.1.1 Packet Tracer Configure a Zone-Based Policy Firewall ZPF. And this is the lab, and let's get the steps. So let's make it a little bit bigger for us. Address table, objective, scenario, and we have the router have been pre-configured with the following: console password, password for VTI lines, enable password, hostname and IP addressing is here, local username and password is here, static routing. So let's go with the steps. Now, step 1. From PCA command prompt ping PCC, that's PCC IP address, so I'm gonna copy this one. Let's go back to the lab. Let's make this area a little bit bigger. So it's from PCA, so that's PCA for desktop, command prompt ping and we have a connection. So that's step 1. Next, from PCC command prompt SSH to the serial 0/0/1 interface on R2 at this IP address, and using the username and password to log in. So let's put this one up. Let's jump to PCC. So we'll jump here. We'll go desktop. Let's go back to the steps again. So it's saying here from the command prompt. So we'll go to command prompt. We'll use this command to start an SSH session, asking for the password. Let's enter the password, PA55, and now we are in. Exit the session, so we're back. Right, next step. Let's press this down a little bit so we can read. Next, let's click the desktop tab from PCC, so we're still on PCC. Click the desktop tab and then click web browser application. Enter the IP address of the other PC, which is this one, as a URL. So let's do this. We'll close this one, web browser, and we paste the IP address. The packet tracer welcome page from the page should be displayed. Close the browser on PCC. We'll close this one. Next, for all configuration tasks, be sure to use the exact name as specified. Okay. Now, on R3, issue the show version command to view the technology package license information. So let's jump to R3, go to the CLI, okay, access. Let's get the password somewhere here. So it says, let's copy it all, paste. Now we are in R3, show version. Okay, next step. If the security technology package has not been enabled, use the following command to enable the package. So If the security technology package has not been enabled, use the following command to enable the package. So I will copy it anyway, and that's on the configuration mode, so we'll go enable. Enable password is this one. Okay, configuration mode, and let's put the command anyway. Make sure it's enabled. Yes. No. Accept the end user license agreement. Save the running command and reload the router to enable the security license. So we'll end. All right. Now everything. Yep. And we're gonna wait until the router is restarting. And console password, which is this one. And we're back. Next step. We did this. Now here. Use the zone security command to create a zone name in zone. We'll use this one and this, and we exit. Okay, we're gonna create a zone name in zone. So enable, let's get the password again. So we are in step 2. Let's console password, copy, paste. Oops. Oh, sorry, that's the enable password. I was copying the wrong password. Okay, so we are in conf mode. Let's go back to step 2 and we'll copy this command. All right, and we've created the zone. Now create an external zone called outzone. We copy this one and we exit. So next step, let's put down a bit so we can read. Use the access list command to create extended access list ACL 101 to permit all IP protocols from the network source network to any destination. So this is to create access list 101, permit IP address 0, and then it's /24, so this is a subnet mask for it. So we'll do copy this one, we paste it here. Done. Next step, use the class map type inspect command with the match all option to create a class map named, this is the name, and use the group command to ACL 101. So we'll copy this one. This is to create a class map. Copy, paste. Next one, we match everything to the 101 access list and we exit. Next one, create a policy map to determine what to do with match traffic. So the policy map inspect command to create a policy map name in to out pmap. So we'll create this policy and we're in. Specify a class type to inspect and reference class map. So we'll do this one. So we're gonna inspect the one we've created before, which is here. We inspect the traffic going into this one. All right. The use of inspect command invoked context based access control. Other options include pass and drop. So we'll just say inspect so let's say no specific protocols, all protocols will be inspected. Now we exit this one and we exit this one. Next part is apply firewall policies. Use the zone pair security command to create a zone pair with the name. Specify the source and destination zones that were created in task 1. So now we'll copy this one. Paste. Alright. Specify the policy map for handling the traffic between the two zones. So we'll get the service policy, that's inspect for the policy. Alright, and we exit this one. We assign the interfaces to the appropriate security zone. So let's do this now. So the interface is a 1 gigabit Ethernet 0/1. We'll say zone member security. Let's copy this one so I wouldn't do any mistakes. Yep, exit. And then we'll jump into the next interface, which is serial 0/0/1. Let's copy all of this. So this is out zone. So this one is say copy the running configuration to the startup. So we'll just say end and then write. Everything's saved. Now let's test firewall functionality from in zone to out zone. Verify that internal hosts can still access external resources after configuring the zones. So we'll test this one from PCC command prompt. We're gonna ping A. So if we close this one, go back to the steps. So we're gonna test from this computer if it's accessing the other resources on the other one with the phone, with the zones that we created. So we go here, we ping and we have a connection. Next one, from PCC command prompt, we do SSH session to R2. And we're going to use the username and password. So let's jump into PCC. We'll go to command prompt. Let's get back the steps again. So we'll see SSH -L admin, and then the IP address is 10.2.2.2. Now it's asking for the password. Gonna type it in, and we're in. While the session is active, issue the command show policy map type sessions on R3 to view the established sessions. So let's jump back. That's on R3. So I'm gonna keep this one open, and let's go back to R3. Let's get some steps back. R3. Where are we? Yep. So we'll show this command. Let's copy it on R3. Paste. So let's say here, policy exists, zone pair, service policy is inspect, match all, number of established sessions is 1. This is the session. IP address from the PCC to the router IP. So the connection is right. What is the source IP address of the port number? So the source IP address would be this one. That's the port number. What is the destination IP address and port number? That's the destination, and that's the port number. Now from PCC, exit the session on R2 and close command prompt window. So we'll jump to PCC. I will just say exit and close this one. I'm gonna close this one now. Next is from internal PCC, open a web browser to PCA server web page. Enter the server address in the browser URL. So we'll go back to PCC again. Let's put this one like this. That's the one. We open the web browser. Paste. Let's go. Then the HTTP should succeed. While it's active, we'll issue the command again on R3. So I'm gonna copy this one. Let's go to R3. It should give us different session details. Didn't say any session established. Yep, now this is a session. So what is the source IP of the session? That's the source IP, port number, that's the destination, and port number. So you can see this port number is 80, which is HTTP, while the other one was 22, which is SSH. Close the browser on PCC. So let's close this one. Verify the external host cannot access internal resources after configuring the zone. From PCA command prompt, we'll try to ping PCC and the ping should fail. So let's close these ones. So now from here you cannot access this one now because this is an external one and it's not configured in the zones. So let's open PCA. We go to the command prompt, ping PCC. While it's doing it, let's get back steps. And come on, we don't have any connection, 100% lost. Okay, let's send next one from R2. We do the same ping and the ping also should fail. So let's go back here to R2. Let's get the console password. Where are the passwords? Should be here. Let's go back here. And we're gonna ping this IP address of PCC. So let's ping this one. And success rate is 0%. We cannot ping from externally to the internally across as per the zones we've created. And this is conclude all the lab.